And to give you a flavour of that and to get you in the mood for the rest of the workshop, we're going to start with a little sing-song, because we have Dave Haynes here from Singtastic and Sue, his business partner. They are responsible for something called the Science Oratorio, and he has very kindly reworked the Darwin song, especially for the Great Plant Hunt. And the words and music will be in the pack and on the website. And David is here, and he's going to actually teach us how to sing a song. So to get us into the spirit of the cross-curricular approaches to science, we're going to start singing a song. You should have the words in front of you.
Can everyone see a set of words? Yeah? Okay. So it's quite a gabble. There's a lot of words to get through because there's a lot of information in this song. So I'll take it a little bit slower while we pick up the tune. So the first verse goes like this. I'll sing the whole of the first verse, then we'll go over it line by line. So it goes, Mr. Darwin on the Beagle sailed the oceans and seas to South America and Tahiti and New Zealand, Maldives, to Australia and Tasmania, Keeling Island and St. Helena, to Ascension and Mauritius and Brazil, de Verdes and Galapagos Islands. Mr. Darwin on the Beagle sailed away for 5 years. You just have a snatch of breath whenever you can. I don't leave people a lot of time for breathing because I want to get all the words out. So here's the first line. If I sing it and then you have a go and see if you can copy. So it goes, Mr. Darwin on the Beagle sailed the oceans and seas. Let's try that. 1, 2. Mr. Darwin on the Beagle sailed the oceans and seas. It goes on to South America and Tahiti and New Zealand, Maldives. Ready? To South America and Tahiti and New Zealand, Maldives. To Australia and Tasmania, Keeling Island and St. Helena. Ready? 1, 2. To Australia and Tasmania, Keeling Island and St. Helena, to Ascension and Mauritius and Brazil, de Verdes and Galapagos Islands. Mr. Darwin. That's the one where you have to snatch a big breath before that. So it goes, ready, try that. To Ascension and Mauritius and Brazil, de Verdes and Galapagos Islands. Mr. Darwin on the Beagle sailed away for 5 years. Try from Mr. Darwin, ready, 1, 2. Mr. Darwin on the Beagle sailed away for 5 years. Right, let's try the whole of that first verse. Still a bit slow, and then we'll try the whole song up to speed. Oh no, we've got another bit to learn as well. Okay, let's try the whole verse. Ready? 1, 2. Mr. Darwin on the Beagle sailed the oceans and seas to South America and Tahiti and New Zealand, Maldives, to Australia and Tasmania, Keeling Island and St. Helena, to Ascension and Mauritius and Brazil, de Verdes and Galapagos Islands. Mr. Darwin on the Beagle sailed away for 5 years. And I will tell you, 5-year-olds have sung this song from memory. Not this version of it, but a very similar version. So it is feasible. There's a lot of words. And then there's, do you see the third stanza down is a different bit of music. And it goes like this, it goes, now let's go out on a plant expedition. So it keeps jumping up to that high note. Now let's go out on a plant expedition. Try that, 2, 3. Now let's go out on a plant expedition. Look at things closely, draw, measure, think, talk. Try that. Look at things closely, draw, measure, think, talk. You can be part of botanical tradition. Lots of big jumps there, ready? And you can be part of botanical tradition. Join the great plant hunt, let's think as we walk. Ready? And join the great plant hunt, let's think as we walk. Let's try the whole of that section from now let's go. Ready? Now let's go out on a plant expedition. So let's try the whole song. Should we do it up to speed?
Yeah.
It's quite fast. So, overdose on oxygen, you might get through it. Okay. Mr. Darwin on the Beagle sailed the oceans and seas to South America and Tahiti and New Zealand, Maldives, to Australia and Tasmania, Keeling Island and St Helena, to Ascension and Mauritius and Brazil, delegates and Galapagos Islands. Mr. Darwin on the Beagle sailed away for 5 years. Mr. Darwin on his journey watched the plants, beasts and birds. He drew pictures, gathered samples, kept a journal full of words. Looked at beetles, finches, mockingbirds, giant tortoises, flightless cormorants, studied daisies, prickly poppies, climbers, cactuses, cassava, coconut and cress. He wondered where they came from, and he soon had ideas. That's my favourite line with the cress one in. Now let's go out on a plant expedition. Look at things closely, draw, measure, think, talk. You can be part of botanical tradition. Join the great plant hunt, let's think as we walk. Mr. Darwin, when he got home, wrote his new ideas down. But he didn't like to offend, so didn't share them around. 20 years passed, Mr. Darwin got a letter from a Mr. Wallace. Now this young man had discovered just the same thing Mr. Darwin found aboard the Beagle. Mr. Wallace had the same ideas. Mr. Darwin and Mr. Wallace formed a team for some time, but Mr. Darwin wrote his big book in 1859 on the origin of species by natural selection. Everybody read the book, everybody had an opinion. Some people praised it, others damned it. Mr. Darwin's big book. Mr. Darwin sent some samples to the scientists at Kew. Some were added to the great collection, some were planted then grew. Still today, plant hunters journey, collecting samples, writing words, sending specimens to Kew, investigating how to save their habitats. And still we ponder many questions. These are questions for you. Now let's go out on a plant expedition. Look at things closely, draw, measure, think, talk. You can be part of botanical tradition. Join the great plant hunt, let's think as we walk. Repeat last line. Join the great plant hunt, let's think as we walk. Well done.
Well done, everybody. Thank you. And you've got a workshop as well. If you want to do more singing, about like, bit later on.
Science songs at 3:30, which kind of overlaps with this, but do come in at 4 if you want to. You're very welcome. Next door but one.
Yeah.
All about the Earth and space.
Yes. It is rather wonderful actually seeing